because this was, an award-winning play, premiered. I think was it 10 years ago that it premiered?
Yes.
For the first time?
Mm-hmm.
And now you're adapting it to the big screen. You're the writer, director, star. This is kind of your baby. And since you're so close to it, what was the biggest challenge for you when it came to adapting it from the play to the big screen?
The biggest challenge, I think, was to maintain the integrity of the play that we all loved so much. And then not just make a film version of the play, but to give the film its own identity and to have that journey of it continue and to update it and have it really be as resonant 10 years later, have it be as thematically resonant as it was in 2011. And, that was the biggest challenge, to honor that and to continue to do that and continue deepening it and be able to step away and say, you know what, we did as best as we could. And I feel like it exceeded my expectations. So I'm thrilled with that.
And on that note, as time changed, we look back at things in different lenses. So what was the biggest change you felt was necessary to make for the movie that maybe wasn't in the stage play?
There were no women in the stage play, and they are, obviously crucial to the movie, and they are omnipresent. And every single woman in this movie is given character and depth, and they glow, and it's like about women. And then, so that was the biggest change.
You two started this thing back in 2011. I'm sure maybe the budget was a little different at first. What do you guys remember about those first few shows together?
Look, this started for me at a play reading, over 10 years ago. I sat down and listened to this play, read it out loud, and I knew immediately that there's just something so enormously special about Jon and his writing. I just thought that, wow, this is the best American playwright I think that's working today. And I was not looking to be in a play at the time, but I said immediately, hey, can I be in this? Can we do this? I think a couple weeks later we were in rehearsal. From our first show, there was this electric palpability and just unbelievable energy in that theater. It was at a teeny 40-seat theater here in Los Angeles. You had people coming to see the play that were not theater goers. You had the theater community, but you had cops and fighters and again, just this beautiful mix of people. And it was so thrilling. It was so dangerous. And I think for me, it was clear with how successful the play was, we just really wanted to capture that energy. How could you have these unbelievable twists and turns, and you think you're in one thing and then you're in something totally different, but you're so along for the ride with these characters. You believe them, you believe their love for each other, you love the way that they're constantly at each other's throats, but there's this underlying kind of love to all of it. And I really think that Jon was able to do that, was able to sort of capture those twists and turns while maintaining the heart and integrity of the piece. So yeah, those shows were something else. And it really is kind of a dream come true to get all the way here.
I did notice, and this might be a stretch, but I did notice the connection here because Shea's daughter, Georgia, starred opposite Jon Bernthal in the last season of The Punisher. Does that have anything to do with how this came together, or am I reaching?
I love Shea's whole family. It's one of the most sort of beautiful, just loving, great, everyone in his family. And Shea and I have gone back, years. But yeah, I mean, Georgia, she's such an incredible young artist and human being and so wise beyond her years and then getting to work with her dad in an intimate way like this, but that's a dream come true for me.
Jon treated my daughter, he went above and beyond, and when someone does that for your child, and also in an artistic way, and he taught her so much. So Jon and I go back to Wolf of Wall Street, and I've seen his stuff, and I've read John Pollono's stuff before this, and Packie was challenging. It scared me. You want to feel those feelings, and then I met Jon, and I was on board.
I'm out of time, but so lovely to talk to all of you. Congrats on the movie. It's fantastic.